Okay, continuing to work on my quick change adapter here. Got things kind of half mocked up. I got the lugs welded in yesterday, which worked all right. I did TIG, root, and cover, or rather root and hot pass, and then filled the rest in with MIG. Speed her up, and then I just kind of dress things off with a handy dandy surface grinder, that little old thing there, which comes in real handy for stuff like this. And that got the faces right parallel with the outsides here. And I am really amazed that getting this jigged in here and fitted up, it is actually working pretty good. I haven't had to dress or rebore the insides like I thought I was gonna have to there. It's snug, to be sure, but that's fine. It's not spinning in those bores. It spins in those bushings there. So I got a, ow, that hurt. Just a couple of pieces of plate there that I milled in at exactly 7 inches. So they're nice and square and true. And yeah, so the heat did warp these sides here. No problem, just pressed it back flat and got it so these faces were running true with each other. True enough anyways. So what's the next step? I think I'm grabbing a chunk of plate to weld across the bottom here. And that'll get this thing kind of all locked together. And then I can work on starting to fit it here. I need some spacers and bushings there. And I haven't figured out exactly how I'm going to do that yet. But I think it may have something to do with, where is it now? What do I do with those things? There's like these little, seriously, I thought I had them like right here. Anyway, you can sort of see we got like kind of a cup-shaped side. Maybe this shows it better here. See, it's dished. There's these, oh, there they are. There's these rubber O-ring things. It's a steel round band with kind of a rubber overmold on it. And it goes in between there, and then the mating cup side goes on there, which in this case was the bucket. But that kind of keeps the grease in and gives it a nice bearing surface there, keeps the dirt out. So I might actually try and make myself a little, like make the spacer so that they have that cup and incorporate these things. So anyway, we'll see. First things first. So I'll get this welded up here now. All right, so working on the excavator quick connect, just making my spacers, parting off little spacer slash washer. I don't know if you can see in there, I got that dished out inside to kind of match the profile of the little recess, I don't know what you want to call it, where the bucket and that little curved ring donut thing went. So this will match up, and then I've got a little bit better bearing for the stick out that I got there. So everything's working pretty good so far. Anyway, I'll get back to you later. Okay, good progress today. So these pieces are done here now. That's the things that I've. Would you focus already? Anyway, so they're turned out to match that profile in there. You can see that's got a little curve right there, right? So here they are installed. That'll slip up against there and actually bear on that surface rather than on the little tiny bit of a face that's there. So anyway, that should work pretty good. So I got those done. The last step, well, not last step, the next step, I should say, is got a bunch of washers that I made here, shims, and I'm gonna harden those, try to anyways. So that'll be the next step. Those will go in between this and the face there. This I got just kind of hanging here right now. Here she goes. So that's it for oh yeah, also while I was working on turning those out, Dad whacked off the ears off of here and got that sort of cleaned up. Needs a little work. And we will mount on some ears. Where's some ears? Here we go. Quick connect ears. So we got that to do. And oh yeah, the bolts on there for the wedge bar. I got to do that yet too. And I think we're pretty close to ready. Oh yeah, here's the other project that we're working on. So grading beam, which will be for the mini hoe. So that's kind of tacked together. We still got a little work. Got halfway through that earlier this week before I screwed things up royally. So that's about it for right now, except for one little project I got to do for my wife, which I'll go do right now before I get in trouble. All right, that's it for today. We'll talk to you later.